Hey there, my fellow kitchen adventurers. Welcome back to Lmos Kitchen, where we turn everyday ingredients into extraordinary experiences. Today I'm sharing something that's been an absolute game changer in my kitchen, and I know it's going to revolutionize yours too. We're diving deep into the world of potato gratin, that gloriously creamy, golden, bubbling masterpiece that transforms humble potatoes into pure comfort food magic. I still remember the first time I made potato gratin from scratch. I was intimidated, thinking it was this fancy French dish that required culinary school training. Boy, was I wrong. Once I discovered the secrets I'm about to share with you, potato gratin became my go-to dish for everything from weeknight dinners to holiday celebrations. Trust me, once you master this technique, you'll find yourself making it again and again. What makes this potato gratin absolutely amazing isn't just one thing. It's the perfect combination of technique, timing, and those little details that transform good into extraordinary. We're talking about layers of perfectly sliced potatoes swimming in a rich, creamy sauce that's been infused with garlic and fresh herbs, all topped with a golden, bubbly cheese crust that crackles when you break through it with your spoon. The beauty of this dish lies in its versatility. You can serve it as a show-stopping side dish alongside roasted chicken or beef, or make it the star of your vegetarian dinner table. I've even served it as a brunch dish with a simple green salad, and my guests couldn't stop raving about it. The best part? Most of the work happens in the oven while you relax with a cup of coffee or tackle other kitchen tasks. The foundation of amazing potato gratin starts with selecting the right potatoes. And this is where many home cooks go wrong. You want starchy potatoes that will hold their shape while still becoming tender and creamy. My absolute favorites are Yukon Gold potatoes. They have the perfect balance of starch and moisture, and they develop this incredible creamy texture when baked in the gratin. Russet potatoes work beautifully too, especially if you prefer a slightly fluffier texture. What you want to avoid are waxy potatoes like red potatoes or fingerlings, which won't break down enough to create that dreamy, cohesive texture we're after. When it comes to slicing, consistency is your best friend. I always use a mandolin slicer or the slicing attachment on my food processor to get perfectly uniform slices about 1/8 inch thick. If you're using a knife, take your time and try to keep the slices as even as possible. Uneven slices mean uneven cooking, and nobody wants crunchy potatoes in some spots and mushy ones in others. Here's a pro tip that took me years to figure out. Don't rinse your sliced potatoes. I know it goes against everything you've heard about removing excess starch, but in gratin, that starch is pure gold. It helps thicken the cream and creates that luscious, cohesive texture that makes each bite perfect. The sauce is where the magic really happens, and it's surprisingly simple once you understand the technique. We're creating what's essentially a light bechamel sauce, but we're keeping it loose because it will reduce and thicken as it bakes with the potatoes. Start by heating heavy cream with whole milk in a saucepan. I use a ratio of about 2 parts cream to 1 part milk for the perfect richness without being overly heavy. Add crushed garlic cloves, fresh thyme sprigs, and a bay leaf to infuse the dairy with incredible flavor. The key is heating it gently until it's just about to simmer, then letting it steep for at least 10 minutes to really develop those flavors. Season this mixture generously with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and just a pinch of nutmeg. That nutmeg might seem like an odd addition, but it adds this subtle warmth that elevates the entire dish. Taste your cream mixture before using it. It should be well seasoned because this is what will flavor your entire gratin. Layering your gratin isn't just about stacking potatoes. It's about creating a harmonious blend where each layer contributes to the final texture and flavor. I always start with a thin layer of the seasoned cream mixture in the bottom of my buttered baking dish. This prevents sticking and ensures even cooking from the bottom up. Then comes the methodical layering of potatoes. I slightly overlap each slice, creating beautiful shingle-like patterns that aren't just pretty but also functional. Every few layers I sprinkle a bit of freshly grated cheese. Gruyere is my absolute favorite, but a combination of Gruyere and sharp cheddar creates incredible depth of flavor. The secret to perfect layering is patience. Don't rush this process. Each layer should be lightly seasoned with salt and pepper, and every third layer gets a drizzle of that infused cream mixture. This ensures that every single bite is perfectly seasoned and creamy. The oven work is where good gratin becomes extraordinary gratin, and timing is everything. I always start my gratin covered with foil at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This allows the potatoes to steam and become tender without the top browning too quickly. After about 45 minutes, I remove the foil and increase the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This is when you'll start seeing that gorgeous golden brown crust forming on top. Don't be tempted to rush this process by cranking up the heat too high. You'll end up with a burnt top and undercooked potatoes underneath. The final 15 to 20 minutes of uncovered baking is when all the flavors meld together and that irresistible crust develops. You'll know your gratin is ready when a knife slides easily through the center with no resistance. The top is golden and bubbly, and the edges are slightly caramelized. Let it rest for at least 10 minutes before serving. This allows the cream to set slightly and makes it much easier to serve clean, beautiful portions. Once you've mastered the basic technique, the world of gratin variations opens up to you. I love adding thinly sliced leeks between the potato layers for a subtle onion flavor, or incorporating roasted garlic for deeper, mellower garlic notes. Fresh herbs like rosemary or sage can transform the entire flavor profile. For a more decadent version, try adding crispy bacon bits between the layers, or experiment with different cheese combinations. A blend of fontina and parmesan creates an incredibly nutty, complex flavor, while adding a bit of blue cheese creates a sophisticated restaurant-quality dish. This amazing potato gratin isn't just a recipe, it's your ticket to becoming the cook everyone turns to when they want something truly special. The techniques you'll master here will carry over into countless other dishes, making you more confident and skilled in your kitchen adventures. I can't wait to see your own amazing potato gratins. Make sure to share your creations in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest kitchen adventures here at Lmos Kitchen. If this recipe brings as much joy to your table as it has to mine, share it with your fellow food lovers, because amazing food is meant to be shared. Happy cooking, my friends.